So here we have this week's sneaker releases, and just bear in mind that some of these dates will change, and a lot of the ones that are kind of sort of saying 1st of March are likely to sort of be rescheduled. But yeah, a bunch of different releases, quite sort of packed in my opinion. And yeah, it's one of those ones where, again, you know, it's not good for the wallet. On the 1st of March, we have the Puma Speedcat Ballet, and this one I reported on earlier. And yeah, just a cool piece of footwear if you're, you know, a girl and also interested in, I suppose, the Puma Speedcat, which is kind of trending at the moment. And you know, it's been one that's worn by Dua Lipa. And also on the 1st of March, we're going to have the Nike Shox TL pack, Riccardo Tisci. I think this one is going to be one of those ones where I don't see it releasing on the 1st of March, to be honest. I think it'll be slightly later on. But it's quite a weird sort of take on it, in my opinion. It's different to the norm. It's supposed to be a pack, but I'm not sure what the other colorways are at the moment. And also on the 1st of March is the Nike Air Max 90 Escape, and this is a retro from the early 2000s, and the Air Force One has released in some retail places, and again, a really nice colorway in my opinion, and definitely, you know, if you're a fan of Air Max 90, you're probably looking to grab these. And also on the 1st of March, we've got the Nike Total 93. This was worn by Wayne Rooney, Louis Figo, and also Roberto Carlos, as far as I know. Released, I think, early 2000s, and got that sort of asymmetrical lacing, which is really good for your foot. And yeah, they kind of look cool. They've got obviously a retooled midsole, outsole, because they were used as sort of soccer or cleat shoes. And yeah, it's one of those ones where it's a Marmite sneaker, I suppose, in terms of taste, but because of the football trend at the moment, I'm sure they're going to be popular. And also on the 1st of March, in time for the Easter holidays, is the Nike Air Max DN Dawn. So it's got that sort of pastely vibe colours, and I'm not mad at it, and I don't mind the Air Max DN as well. And same goes for the Air Max TL 2.5. This is another one which I think is in time for Easter, and it's in this sort of playful pink colour. And again, the Air Max TL is quite sort of comfortable on foot as well, comparing to an Air Max 97. And also on the 1st of March, we've got the Adidas Ultraboost Fortnite Victory Crown. I think this one's going to be popular for those people who are into Fortnite, and I'm sure it'll be expensive, being an Ultraboost OG type shoe. But yeah, overall it's nothing special, I suppose, in my opinion. And also on 1st of March, again, which I think will be at a different time in dates of March, for March, is the Slawn Nike MX 90. I prefer the black colorway on this one. I think the white one, I couldn't see the swoosh on there before, but now sort of looking at the pictures, you can see the Nike swoosh. So that's a cool thing to see, and because I like that about the Air Max 90, and I think if you remove that, it kind of loses its identity, in my opinion. But both colorways are pretty cool. They've got that kind of, I suppose, splatter paint, worn look, almost like the gallery department style, and it's by a Nigerian creative. And also on the 1st of March, you're going to have the Air Jordan 12 flu games. This hasn't loaded up yet on the Sneakers Up in the UK and EU, so I'm guessing it's coming out in America and maybe in the EU, UK later, because I did see 2 different dates. So I think in the UK and EU probably be mid-March, in my opinion, unless they decide to sort of load up in the next couple of days. But yeah, obviously I don't need to go through too much about this particular piece of footwear. It's a legendary status footwear from you know, Jordan brand. And also on the 1st of March, which again I think will be a slightly different date, is the Adidas Bad Bunny Ballerina Bold Gold. I mentioned this a few times before. I think it's a cool looking silhouette, low to the ground, and yeah, I'll be interested in checking it out because I am a fan of the Bad Bunny collabs. And also on the 1st of March, and this is the Adidas Superstar Pharrell. I think Adidas are pumping out the Superstar quite a lot at the moment. I'm particularly not a fan of this chunky sort of look, in my opinion. I think it just doesn't do it for me, and to be honest, I'm not really that much into the Superstar either. And also on the 3rd of March, we've got the Nike Shox Ride 2 Phantom and Baroque Brown. I actually think this is probably one of the nicest colorways that I've seen on the Shox Ride 2, and if you're after a pair of Shox, I don't think you can go wrong with the Ride 2 model. I just think it looks really cool, and I also like the forefoot comfort. The Shox on the heel area is not very comfortable on foot, it's very, very firm. But you know, if you're a fan of Shox, I would definitely check for these personally, and I may even sort of grab a pair when they go on sale, if they go on sale. And also on the 3rd of March is the Nike Air Max 180 Light Allwood Brown. This is another nice colorway from you know, for an Air Max 180, and I actually like this pair. I'm not going to grab it straight away. I'll probably wait. I think later on down the line it'll probably go on sale like all the rest of them. and then maybe I might grab it then, but I have enough Air Max 180s, you know, I've got 2-3 pairs, and that's more than enough for me. And I think there's also a OG Bluebird coming out, so I might just wait for that one. And also on the 5th of March, got the Nike Pegasus Premium in black bright crimson. There's quite a few different colorways for this one, so keep an eye out. The original colorway that was, I suppose, more of a women's exclusive, sold out quite quickly. I reviewed this particular pair. I don't know if I'd use them for running. Not to say that you couldn't use them for running, but it's just an expensive pair of sneakers. But if you don't mind wearing an expensive pair of sneakers for running, then you know, all the power to you. But you know, it's still a cool looking sneaker, you know, especially for like casual wear. Just note that it's obviously a high foam stack sneaker, so you sit quite sort of far off the ground. So yeah, just depends on, you know, what your comfort level is. And also on the 5th of March, got the New Balance 1906A Tech Explosion. It's coming in 3 different colorways, and I really like the purple and kind of this, I suppose, slightly mauve type colorway, burgundy colorways, and also the brown pair. Both pair, you know, all 3 pairs are really nice. And yeah, if I didn't have my licorice pair, I'd definitely be after the purple one. But you know, again, I'll give it a miss, but I do think it's a solid shoe. And also on the 6th of March, got the Air Max DN8. They're pumping out around, I think, 6 to 8 different colorways for this, at least over the course of March. So I've just put 3 here for now, because there are so many. And these are the 3 colorways that I, you know, like really. I would like to review one of them. Try and get the panda one if I can, if not the kind of sand color one, because those ones look, I suppose, a bit more sort of neutral, and the air units don't stick out too much, where, you know, because I think for this particular shoe to work, you don't want the ones where the color of the air units is, you know, really bright, because it makes it look like a football shoe or a soccer cleat. And also on the 7th of March, a DTLR exclusive is called the 1906R Moonsign. I actually like this pair. I think it looks nice. Is it one, you know, it's like a must-have? Probably not, but it's still cool. Like, and DTLR usually do these sort of multicolored ones. And also on the 8th of March, the Air Jordan 4 Seafoam. This is a women's exclusive, and again, coming in time for the Easter holidays. It's got that kind of pastel green colour, and yeah, it's a nice execution, similar to all the other women's versions that have come out with the leather wing. And also, I think these ones, I expect them to be limited. I don't know what the stock number is, but usually with these types of releases, they're quite sort of limited, and I imagine they will probably sell for a little bit on the resale market. And also on the 9th of March, I got the original Nike Air Max Uptempo 95, and this is the OG colorway. And yeah, I'm just not a fan of these. I don't think I've ever have been. I don't think they look that nice, and usually with these types of air Uptempos, quite sort of big and bulky on foot as well. So yeah, me personally, I'm not a fan of them, but I do like the midsole outsole combination. And also on the 30th of March is the Adidas Gazelle Indoor made in Italy, and this is kind of taking the take off the Samba, I guess, and giving it that shoe type treatment. It looks like it's using a kind of I suppose outsole, which is similar to a crepe outsole by the looks of it, but because it's in black, it will look less dirty. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool actually, in my opinion. And also on the 13th of March from Jeff Staples, a collab with Brooks, called the Adrenaline GTS4, and yeah, I think it's fine. It's not like anything too special. Jeff Staples is the creator of the Pigeon Dunk, or the collaborator on that. And yeah, this one, you know, looks fine. I don't think it's doing anything special. And also on the 14th of March, dubbed the Xbox Foamposite, is in black and volt. I think it looks nice and really good colorway. I'm sure it's going to be popular. I nearly grabbed a few years back when they released and kind of went on sale, is the Air Foamposite Anthracite, the black colorway, and I nearly grabbed those, and they were like, I think priced at about £100, and now they're kind of, if you look at the resale market, just really, really high, going around sort of the $350, $400, $450, which is a lot of money for a black Foamposite, but just goes to show that, you know, Foamposites eventually start to climb in price. And also on the 14th of March, got the Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 4 Brick by Brick. This is probably something that I may go for, just to enter the raffles, but I expect to take an L. But just, you know, if it'd be good if I could, you know, grab a pair, but they're supposed to be very limited. There is another colorway that's coming out, might be sort of friends and family exclusive, or might release slightly later on, but just be aware that there is it's almost like supposed to be a 2-pack. And also on the 14th of March, got the Air Jordan 13 Bright Cactus. I don't know if this is a GS exclusive or actually releasing in men's sizing, but overall, you know, it's got that sort of volt hits on it, and I think it's probably tapping into the Air Max 95 vibe. And also on the 15th of March, got the Adidas Harden Volume 8 Volume 9 Metamorphosis. And this colorway is nice actually. I think you know, being in this green colorway is pretty cool, and yeah, the shoe overall looks nice, quite sort of sleek, and you know, good one for the basketball court. And also on the 15th of March, worn by Michael Jordan during his Wizards career, and it's the Air Jordan 9 Cool Grey. Nice colorway in my opinion. I think the Jordan 9 is a cool looking silhouette, quite sort of shoe-like, boot-like, a little bit heavy on foot, and the powder blues, you know, especially sort of smaller sizes, sort of sat around in different retailers. So with this one, I expect the release to be having sort of limited numbers in all honesty, and I think they will sort of sell out in the US at least. And also on the 15th of March, got the Maniere Air Jordan 3 Diffused Blue. Another sneaker I think is really top notch, and if they didn't have the other sneakers that are releasing in March, such as the Air Max 95 Neon, and then also the Brick by Brick, like I said, you know, I'd probably be in the market for these because I do like that kind of white and blue colour, in my opinion. But again, I've got quite a few pairs of Jordan 3s, so I'm kind of happy with the OGs that I've got. Also on the 15th of March, I've got the Adidas Anthony Edwards 1 Low Arctic Night. This is colourway, it's got that kind of teal sort of vibe to it, almost purpley hue, like an iridescent glow to it. Yeah, pretty cool on, you know, in terms of the photos, and another one for the basketball court. I think they need to slow down with the amount of colourways that are coming out for the AE one. And also on the 18th of March, this is another one that I'm going to be going for, is the Nike SB Air Jordan 4 White Navy. And usually with Jordan 4s, I tend to go up like a half size, and especially with the new shape. And with the old shape, you know, sometimes it's half a size or going up to a full size. But what I found with the SBs, and just to take a note of, even though I have a wide foot, I think true to size works for me. Even though the pine green pair that I have, I went up half size in those, and they feel still quite sort of roomy, and because of the air unit being removed at front, there's no sort of issues with, like, you know, pinky toe issues, in my opinion anyway. So I think with this one I'm going to definitely go true to size if I can, and see if I can grab a pair for retail. But this one again I think will be quite limited, because they're going to be releasing at a lot of skate shops, being an SB. And also on the 20th of March, got the Nike Air Force 1 Linen Canvas, and for those that missed out or didn't want to purchase the original version, that one I think you can probably still pick up on sale. And this one's a nice one for the summer, I suppose, being that sort of canvassy material. So I like what they did here, and gives us, you know, a second chance at people who, you know, kind of want to double up, but, you know, want a pair for the summer, I guess. And also on the 22nd of March, got the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Obsidian. This one looks really nice actually, with the photos that I see. Obviously it's a take off the high version that came out a few years back, but the leather quality on this looks really nice. It looks similar to the Air Jordan 1 Howard, which I was really surprised by and really liked. And this one's very similar in terms of its colourway, being, you know, sort of blue, dark blue upper, and then you've got the hits of the blue on the back. I probably wouldn't be grabbing these straight away. I think I'll wait for them to see what happens with them, because I see a lot of the Air Jordan 1 Lows sitting. I'm sure it'll be quite sort of more limited in numbers than what we used to, but I still think I'm going to wait it out, because I just feel like, you know, I'm kind of good on Air Jordan 1s for the moment. And also on the 26th of March, this is another one that I'm going to be going for, is the Nike Air Max 95 Neon City Edition. I think there's going to be the big bubble version that's going to come out as a general release, but I think that might be in May by the looks of it. However, this City Edition one is supposed to have a sort of a slightly different take, and it's going to those countries where the Air Max 95 became very sort of popular, so places like the UK and London, and then also what I hear is New York, and then also I think places like Paris and Italy. And so this one is supposed to have a slightly different tweak to the design based upon the city, so it means you'll have to, if you're a fan of Air Max 95, you're probably gonna have to collect 3 or 4 of them to, you know, to complete the set. But yeah, still you know, a classic sneaker. I'm not the biggest Air Max 95 person, but I'll make an exception for the Neons. I think the Neons, I've never had a pair and always wanted a pair, so this one I'm definitely sort of in the market for. And also in March, we've got the New Balance 740 as well, and this is a multicolour version. I don't think it's too bad actually. Usually I'm not a fan of these multicolour type sneakers, but I think this one looks pretty cool, maybe because of the way their design is overall. And in March we've also got the Bricks & Woods New Balance 1000 different bounce. It kind of gives me X-Men vibes, to tell you the truth, being that sort of black and you know, sort of that yellow colour. So I really like the New Balance 1000. I think it's quite a comfortable sneaker on foot. So if you're, you know, a fan of New Balance 1000s, and this is probably something to grab. Personally, I'm going to sort of stick out. You know, I'm not going to go for them because there's a couple of other sneakers I've got my eye on this month, or in March. And also in March, we've got the Bape Adidas Superstar. This is a more of the same, but I actually like these. I think they look cool with that sort of Bape hit on there. I think it, you know, makes the sneaker look really cool, especially the blue color as well. And also rumoured to be releasing, but again, it's like a placeholder date, is the Corteiz Nike Air Max 95 SP Tour Yellow. So being the 30th anniversary of the Air Max 95, I do see these releasing in March, and I think it will probably be more of a stealth release. And yeah, a really nice colourway, really simple. Again, being that sort of black and yellow, I think it will be very popular as well, especially because the other pairs, you know, the Air Max 95s from Corteiz are selling for a lot of money.